level.
So me being a kicker in football, I have this saying that I say when I go on the field, like in a game, if it's like a really intense part of the game, I black out, and I basically don't remember it until after the kick. Does that happen in boxing to where you're just so full of adrenaline that you almost black out and your like your training just kind of kicks in and your nature kicks in, or is it do you think basically the whole fight?
Nah, there is some some time frame, some points in the fight where it's just basically reflexes. It's what you've been doing at the gym, what your fighting style just comes out. Yeah, man. So there is time periods where you just don't know what, like you said, maybe after the fight you can go back and pinpoint those certain times, but yeah, man, you get, I believe you do get blackout periods as well in fighting, man, especially with all the adrenaline.
So when you get cracked, like just in general, like you get like somebody just hits you with a like just something that dazes you. You see stars. What is it like in that moment in the ring to not be almost dazed, but just like be in a situation where you're almost like more vulnerable than you are even just in general? Does it feel like, I mean, I'm not saying that you've ever been like super like cracked or even knocked out. I'm
Mhm.
just saying, like, what does it feel like to be in that moment? Is there periods where like after you get cracked, where you just feel more vulnerable and you have to take things more cautious? Or does it feel like you have to try to win the fight even more?
Yes and no. Let me explain why I say that. So when, let's say, you get cracked to the point where you're seeing stars, when you're dazed, it's really more of a mental fight. You have to kind of convince yourself that you're okay, that you're willing to keep fighting, and you want to make sure your body language is not letting the opponent know that you're hurt. That's key right there. Even if you're dazed, even if you feel like, wow, that hurt, that stunned me, you can't show it to the rival, because that only feeds him with more for him to attack, man. So it's really, really, really a mental game, man. Really, really a mental game.
So let's flip that. When you crack somebody else, is that like full on go, or do you have strategies after you like? Because I feel like, I mean, I've boxed just for fun, and I've like been in a couple fights and everything, but like when you crack someone, when you hit somebody with a good like a right hand or like a hook or something. Do you go all out, or is there like strategy? Like, all right, I'm gonna wear him down even more, or does it just depend?
It just depends, but they're just saying in boxing, a hurt fighter is as twice as dangerous. So when you crack someone, you know you hurt him. You could tell by his body language. You have to be cautious when you come in, because that's when he could crack you if you just get rowdy, if you just go all in. So I would say there is some type of, you have to go in, you have to think a bit, but if he's seriously hurt, then you have to find a way to go in for the kill.
So, what is your mindset on game day, on like before a fight, like up to the moment, up until the moment you step in that ring and you're across from your rival? What is your
Mhm.
mindset like? Is it like calm? Is it like ready? Is it like super hype? Like, what is your particular mindset on fight night?
I've actually I've tried I've tried a little bit of everything, bro. I've only had I've only have 8 professional fights. So within those 8 fights, I'm kind of testing the waters. So I try to come out with a different attitude every fight. I'm trying to find the right attitude. I'm trying to find the right attitude, the right mentality that's gonna let me get that win. And a lot has to do with who you have in front of you as well. You get different types of fighters. You have the cocky fighters, the flashy fighters who don't give a fuck. You have the tough guys who are just kind of mad dogging you. There's the guys who just don't care, kind of looking down, kind of just minding their own business. So, like I said before, I believe it's all a mind game, man. The I forgot what fight it was. It was my fifth or sixth pro fight. Six. I fought in Vegas. I fought in Vegas. You're from Vegas, right? I fought in Vegas, bro. I fought another undefeated fighter. He was 3-0. I was going in 5-0, 6-0. I think it was 6-0. I was 6-0. And my mentality in that fight, because I've always been the type of fighter who kind of just mean mugs, and I go in, mean and just ready to go, wartime. That fight, I came in with the different body language. I was kind of more at ease, more fluid, more cool. Uh, even the song that I came out with was more, let's kind of have a party kind of fun time kind of song, more vibing. It wasn't my mentality wasn't like, okay, let's get this. It was, but the attitude was a bit different. And I wanted to test it out, bro. I wanted to test it out. I'm a young fighter. I only have 8 fights, and I think now's the time to really, test the waters and find myself. We'll see what type of fighter I am. What works best for me, because what works best for me may not work for another fighter. So right now, I would say my I'm in my boxing stage where I'm still trying to find the type of fighter I am.
What is the most intense moment in a fight that you've been a part of?
Intense as in